make this quick video. I've been meaning to do it for a while now because I've been playing with the Scorcher, and I learned a couple of tricks to like make it a little bit easier to use. So I'm just gonna talk about what I've learned in this video, because all of us, well, most of us, die while trying to use the Scorcher. And one thing that I found out is 2 things you should do so you won't have to worry about losing, like dying from using this Scorcher. And the first thing you don't want to do is, you see where I'm standing at right now, you don't want to do a double jump and you're going towards an incline that's higher than where you started. Like now if I was up here and if I was like doing a double jump and I was going towards somewhere that's lower, then you have less of a chance, because as you're going down and then you're boosting back up, if you're boosting up into a higher platform, then there's a chance that when you hit that higher platform, then you'll die. The second thing is, if you feel like your internet is kind of like sketchy and it's not working properly, your internet is going to be lagging a little bit, and you might die that way because of like how you boosted. So as long as you avoid those 2 things, then you're fine. Now, that's the first thing to avoid messing up, right? Now, the second thing I'm going to talk about is, I'm going to show you my Superman method. I literally came to this like edge of the map, and I'm going to go all the way to the let me see. I'll go all the way to this edge of the map. Matter of fact, I'll go over here.
Ammo depot here.
And I'm not even gonna touch the ground at all. So like I said, when you're boosting, make sure you're headed in the direction that the platform is lower. Well, 1, now you see, 2, 3. Now what I'm gonna do is, you see how like my Scorcher is I want you to look at the bottom right. See, I'm at 20 now. So I'm gonna try to use about 2 or 3. I'm not gonna like hold it the whole time. That time I used 2. The key thing is to use like maybe 3 of them. And as you do like that Superman thing, I guess, when you're holding your hands up, that's the opportunity to pull out your cord. You gotta do it anyway. And then you build back up until you get to 20. Once that happens, then you can just do it all over again. But just do like 2 or 3. You ain't got to do the whole thing. Because the thing is, it saves you time, because going all the way to the ground and then having a triple boost again, it limits the amount of times you got to actually triple boost also. I'm going to let it build back up a little bit. So basically, you don't want to hold it to the point that like you're using all 5 slots, basically. 2 or 3 is good enough. Now you see, when you have that Superman thing, that's when you want to just hold out your cord, and you got to do it anyway to build it back up again. So as you can see, I went from one side of the map all the way to the other side of the map, and I didn't die not once. I mean, I haven't gone down that once. I'm only going now because I'm choosing to go down. But even then, right now I'm about to leave the game.
Flanking here.
So and anytime you feel like you're not gonna make it, you can go down. But if I would have marked my location right when I started, I wouldn't have went down at all. So now that I'm bouncing off of this crate, I'm falling off of the crate was higher than the ground, so it's less of a chance of something happening. So now rinse and repeat. the kind of funny thing is, the reason why it's easier for me to do this technique is because I'm gonna go like really old school on you guys, like really old school. Back when I was a kid, I used to play Super Mario Brothers, right? And you know, I played 1 and 2 just like everybody did in the 80s. But basically, the one for the Super Nintendo that has like the cape in the back, you had to like keep boosting with your tail every few seconds, just like this. And I was like, wait a minute, I remember doing this rhythm before with some game, and it didn't hit me which one it was. And I was like, I remember now. I was like, I remember doing this with Superman. I mean, I remember doing this with Super Mario Brothers back in the day. Alright, so I guess you can think of this as a bonus tip, but I'm about to just leave the game. Only because I can't, it's hard for me to end the broadcast. Alright, so. Matter of fact, you know what? I don't want to make this video like I'm gonna need to do. So I'm just gonna end it now. As soon as I get a free moment.